Hey guys, I am Preeti and you are watching today's video about how is your future married life going to be like. Okay, so I will be placing this video and giving you a closer look about of all the different options that I have set here for you. And so yeah, you just go ahead and check that out. It will just be a moment later from this. I have just put 5 different options here and we are using 5 different decks today. Okay, so yes, and so let's hope that everything goes around well. And the way you have to select these cards, any one option, it's going to be where the clip when it will be playing. You have to just close your eyes and you have to just look at the cards. You have to first let the intuition talk and then select the cards. Also, you can just close your eyes for a few seconds once you have watched all the options, and then you can go ahead and select the card. Okay, select the option that you feel is the right for you. Okay, so yeah, now let's get started. Now let's get started with the first option that we have. I will be placing the timestamps in the description box below, so just go ahead and have a look at the timestamps and then go ahead and watch the option that you have chosen. Okay, so now let's get started. So we are going to start with the first option, the beautiful and very powerful quartz crystal. If you have chosen this, then let's go ahead with the reading. Okay, so as I told you that I have selected 5 different decks and we are going to do a reading with them. Okay, so let's get started. How is your future married life going to be? Okay, so first of all, the future married life is going to be something that it's going to be a huge shift, a huge change. And I know that definitely when somebody gets married, it is a huge change, it is a huge shift, but it is something more than that. The way you are brought up, it's going to be something different than your spouse's family. How the spouse has been brought up, how the spouse's family has been, and the mindset, the perspectives of both of the families may differ, and you are the one who is going to so you and your spouse both are going to adjust. Okay, so how is your married life going to be? We are going to do a reading for that. So your married life is going to be something where it's going to be where east meets west. You are totally different, you are brought up in a totally different manner, and your partner is brought up in a totally different manner. So yes, you may take a while in understanding your partner. Okay, now when I say that you may take a while in understanding your partner, it is not necessary that you will have misunderstandings. Okay, see, when anybody is new, when two people are new, even though you may be knowing each other since years, but it's a totally different thing when you start living together. Okay, when you start living together, when you start enjoying your married life bliss together. Okay, so as people say that the first year of marriage is the most difficult, so that is where a lot of people find difficult their post married life. Okay, so this is where I'm just mentioning it here, so that you just have to get past the first year. Okay, so here the card says that it's going to be a totally different, it's going to be a total huge change for you, because your spouse is going to be a totally different person. The next thing is there are going to be celebrations, and celebrations in the sense every little thing they might be celebrating, and your spouse might be celebrating, the family of the spouse might be celebrating, so that is actually a good thing, right? And yes, see, it just depends how somebody has been brought up, because if somebody is from a very liberal sort of family, they are brought up in a very liberal way, and they will be like freely accepting any sort of situations, any sort of new upcoming mindsets that are evolving, right? So that kind of family can adjust very quickly. But a family that has been conservative, a family that has been rigid, a family that has been based on very strict principles, they might change after some sort of proper thinking about it, right? And it can be a totally different thing for you. You may be from a family that is very strong on principles, or you may be from a family who is very liberal, but just take care, just take into notice that your spouse's family, your spouse is going to be from a different background, and adjusting might take a while. What happens is that when two people from very different upbringing backgrounds are to come together, it usually takes them a while to understand what the person is trying to say. And yes, both of them will actually need some time to adjust. So the card here, one of the card, it says that you need to pause. See, whenever you see something that's going totally against your belief system, you just need to pause. You just need to think properly whether what that person is trying to do, what that person is trying to convey through what they are trying to do, right? So yes, so that is there. And also this may be the case that your spouse may be very understanding. They may be very understanding. They usually try to understand you the best way rather than just giving judgments about you. Okay, so yes, so they do that. And the next thing is yes, so this is the thing that you have to you'll have to work upon this chakra. It is the second chakra. The second chakra is for physical pleasures and sexual energy, etc. So it is either you who has to elevate your not exactly elevate, you have to accept the mindset where you will be indulging into sexual energy. Yes, because you may be from a background that is somewhere conservative, or maybe from the family of your spouse. Your spouse may be from a background that is sort of conservative, and he or she, they may need to evolve a little bit. Okay, so yes, the future of married life, somewhere or the other, you will have to, both of you people, you will have to evolve based on your sexual thoughts, based on your thoughts about physical pleasures, etc. And so yes, that is going to be one thing. The next thing I just want to say is, stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will open for you. So just in case if you find doing this, if you find yourself doing this, that you're trying to control your married life, you're trying to control the entire situation, you're trying to make everything picture perfect, etc. Because everybody, see, not just you, but everybody wants a married life that is like picture perfect, happily ever after, etc. But let me tell you, that's just it's just an illusion. It's never the case that anything like that happens like forever. It is something that you have to cultivate. It is something that you have to keep working on continuously. Okay, so this is the card that says that if something doesn't work at times, whenever you are expecting something, whenever you are trying to design something and things don't fall in the same way how you expected, then you have to try that. You just take it easy, just let go of the control, and let everything be the way it is. Okay, at times when you just expect the least, that is where your expectations, that is where you are going to exceed your expectations. Your happiness, your excitement, and every positive emotion that you might have expected from that occurrence, from that situation, from that circumstance, it might just supersede everything. Okay, so yes, I hope supersede is the right word. Okay, so yeah, that is the thing that is coming here for you. And yeah, so let's go ahead with the next option. And just make sure your future married life is going to be just because I just came across the card that your background and your spouse's background might be totally different, and there might be cases where in these kind of cases people usually give up very quickly. People usually just feel that, oh, this is not somewhere where I can be for my entire life. This is not somewhere where I would like to be for my entire life. But the cards here say that you just have to pause. Every such situation that will give you like a double mind, that will make you question your choice about your marriage. Every situation that will make you think twice about your marriage, that situation, you just have to make sure that you just pause. Also, you will be like pausing automatically. Universe will make you pause, and because things might change, and Then once you pause, things will automatically start getting into the right place. Okay, so yes, so that is one guidance point that's coming for you. Don't take any hasty actions or anything. Just pause and let everything work out its way, right? Because magic happens effortlessly. The things that in life, everything that happens, like a true miracle, like a huge magical thing happening, all of that happens with effortless effort. Okay, you don't have to make very hard effort for making something happen, right? So yes, definitely, as I told you earlier, that for cultivating, you have to cultivate a better married life. So that doesn't happen on its own. Yes, there is something that you have to make work, and there is something that will work out on its own based on the actions that you have taken. Okay, so yeah, so that is the card that is telling you for the option number 1. Now let's go ahead with the option number 2. Okay, so this is the option number 2. Now this is a very beautiful stone. It's in the raw form, and this is known as Narmada Shila, Dwarka Shila. It is known as. Yeah, so this is a very beautiful stone. Usually when it is processed and shaped and polished, it looks a very different and more prettier one. But anyways, so now let's go ahead with this option. Now, I do have a few cards here that are reversed, but usually I don't do reversed readings. So in that case, just one or the other card might have been inverted. So I just tried to again reverse it, and it's like to its normal position. Okay. So now this is for the second option. This is for the Dwarka Shila stone if you have chosen. So let's go ahead with this, and yeah, how is the future married life going to be like? Okay, so the future married life is going to be like that. Anything that you choose, that it's like this is post marriage. Okay, now let's talk post marriage about you, and anything that you feel that you need to go ahead, anything that you feel that, okay, let me do this for my partner, let me do this for my spouse. The thing that you have to do for your spouse, it'll just like happen magically, that things will start falling into place, and you will be able to carry forward your plans very successfully. Okay, so you will always be in the perfect time, in the perfect place, in the perfect mindset, okay, whenever you want to do something. At the same time, this card also points out towards its counterpart, and it says that there is nothing like perfection. There is nothing like perfection on this planet. Everything is imperfect. So if you just keep on waiting for that perfect moment to appear, if you keep on waiting for you to have a perfect mindset, or your spouse to have a perfect mindset, and then you will do something, that's not going to happen ever. Okay, so you just have to make sure that you just drop that super perfection idea of the perfect time, the perfect thing, okay, and just go ahead and do whatever you feel like doing. Okay, so yes, so that is the first thing that the cards are saying. The next thing I would like to say is, whenever there is any situation where you feel that you're not able to understand your partner, and your partner is not able to understand you, just try to walk away from that situation. Okay, and then try to come back to your partner and discuss what you meant, and try to listen to them, what they meant according to their mindset. Okay, also I would like to say that there are going to be certain mindset shifts that might be needed, but that will take some time. Also, I would like to say, when there are certain moments where you are like in the perfect moment, you are just like having the perfect aha moment, a very good idea, and you just feel like executing that idea right away. Your partner may be at a different mindset with that idea. The same thing applies even to your partner. Your partner might have a super duper amazing idea, and then you might be having double mind, whether we should do it or we should not do it. So then at those times also just try to walk away, just try to stay away from each other. And the thing is, why I say that stay away, it doesn't mean that you just part ways, etc. I'm not saying that. Just stay away from each other means don't try to get into an argument. Okay, the thing that I meant here is that you can just resume your normal duties, your partner can resume his or her normal duties, and then Once you are like in a very good and a condensed sort of mindset, you can just go back to your spouse and discuss out what exactly you meant, what exactly is your mindset behind doing that thing, and that will work, right? And same thing is with your partner. Listen to your partner. What is their mindset? Why did they oppose? Why did they feel it's not the right thing? So that is where you will be able to figure this out. The third thing I would like to say is, especially, there are going to be a lot of decisions, there are going to be a lot of ideas and very bright ideas that are going to come to you and to both of you. And the thing is that, these kind of ideas, when they come to anybody, these are like new aha moments, ideas, or intellectual energies that come to you. And this is the energy that is going to make you think more, that is going to make you do something more than what you are doing in your general life. Okay, so this is what, that is what is coming up, and these ideas may be related somewhere to earning money, about your physical dimension, about something about your house, what kind of house you want to buy, what kind of arrangements you want to bring in the house. And yeah, so these are the ideas, especially ideas related to bringing any change in your materialistic dimension, either in your house, working on the interiors, working in the garden, bringing new plants, removing old plants. And yeah, so these are going to be certain things, especially materialistic things, about which you might actually argue the most. Okay, and other than that, I don't see anything serious other than that in your married life. And when this usually happens to people who are actually very much interested in interiors and having the perfect interiors, decorating the house, and both of you may be liking to do that. And that is where the things come, the conflict arises, because both of you have different choices. That is where it might be difficult to choose which interior to go for, which plant to choose, etc. So yeah, so that is going to be there. And also, now this is the one thing that I told you. The next thing is that both of you, just because you have very good ideas, you have very great aha moments and some good intellectual insights very often, that would be a very good point where both of you come together and talk your ideas. You just talk out your ideas, talk what is going on in your mind, why is it good, why is it not good, etc. It's going to be a good common ground where both of you can come together and talk with each other, right? See, a common ground is somewhere where you may also have a battle, you may also begin as a challenge, but at the same time it's a beautiful place to start sharing your energies, start sharing your thoughts and mindsets, right? So yes, because that is what both of you are good in, right? Okay, so that is what is coming up from all these cards. Let me see what else is coming. See, I can see a lot of greenery in these cards. It means that both of you will be liking greenery a lot, you will be liking nature a lot. Okay, so try to bring a lot of nature around you, try to bring a lot of natural plants into your life, into your garden, even into your bedroom. You can bring a plant, and maybe you can bring one plant each of what both of you like, just to avoid any conflicts. And even better, you can actually do, what you can do is you bring your spouse's favorite plant next to you and you put your favorite plant next to your spouse. Okay, so yes, so that is a little tip from me. And so yeah, so this is what your future married life is going to be like, and I hope that you like this. So let's go ahead with the next reading. Okay, so if you had chosen this very powerful protective stone, this is the very powerful protective stone, that's the black tourmaline. So let's go ahead and see what is coming up for you and your married life, right? What is your upcoming married life going to be? The future of your married life. Okay, so you may be getting married soon, or you may be already married, but you still want to know how your married life is going to be like. Okay, so then we are going to have a reading for you. So yeah, so here the cards have to say that, see, whenever you feel in your married life, whenever you feel that you are just trying to be very controlling, the cards here says that you actually have to let go. Okay, so either you might be feeling like controlling, or your partner might be feeling like controlling you. Yeah, this is about how your future married life is going to be. So whenever there are control issues that are rising up, it is necessary that both of you relax and just let go. It can either be that you start controlling your partner, or you want to control your married life, or how your spouse is working, how your married life is going. The same way, even your partner, your partner might try to control the married life. Your partner might try to tame his wife or husband or something like that. So whenever that situation arises, you just have to just relax and just let go. Just let go that situation. The card says, the angels say that just walk away from that unhealthy situation, because see, nobody till now has been given the right manual that, okay, if you live the married life like this, it's going to be very successful, right? So nobody has the right manual. So just do what the angels are saying, right? The angels say that whenever that sort of situation, control is a very unhealthy issue that arises in marriage. It arises in a lot of marriages, okay? And I don't think that there is anything wrong in it, because we have seen our ancestors, we have seen movies, and we learn from everywhere. We learn from our parents, and just let's suppose that your parents are not controlling, then you might also have learned from your environment, from the culture that you have been brought up, then the movies and media, all of those different places. That is where we learn what a married life can be, right? Because there are people of all sorts everywhere. So somewhere or the other, the bug of controlling, it might have entered either your mind or your spouse's mind. And in that case, angels say that you just have to walk away from that unhealthy situation for the moment, okay? I don't say that walk away from the marriage, I just say walk away from that unhealthy situation, okay? And enjoy the new doors that open as a result, okay? So, when you actually walk away from that controlling situation, either you are controlling or your spouse is trying to control, that is actually going to bring a lot more positivity in your relationship. That is actually going to bring more light into your relationship. Okay, so yes, so that is there. And this may actually also be your instinct. This may also be your instinctual response, that you or your partner, both of you, will just walk away from each other whenever you see each other controlling. Okay, so yes, that might happen. The next thing is, I would like to say here is that there are going to be differences. Both of you are going to be very different than each other, okay? So, both of you are going to be very different from each other. It is like black and white, it is like north and south, or east and west. And you might actually realize that. And let me tell you, see, every marriage doesn't happen where both the spouse have the same choices, both the spouses have the same taste, and both have the same mindsets and the same thought pattern. Opposites also attract, right? And there are some amazing relationships that have been going on since years and years when opposites have got married to each other. So it is going to be something like opposites attract, and both of you are going to be two opposite different poles. Also, I would like to say that try to bring in more energy, try to bring in more natural energy into your life, okay? Because I see a lot of nature here. I see a lot of nature, and so try to bring more nature into your life, into your and your spouse's life. Also, this also points out that you may have you and your spouse may choose a house that is next to nature, okay? You and your spouse may choose to your house that is next to a nature, next to natural environment. And also at the same time, I also want to say that both of you will take very frequent trips. Both of you will take very frequent trips abroad, or yeah, because both of you will like traveling and both of you will like just being with each other. Okay, so now just because the beginning of this reading I just began with walk away from unhealthy situation, it doesn't mean that you will have conflicts a lot. See, that is just the first thing that is telling me. Okay, that's just the first thing that is telling me. But here the cards, overall all the cards over here are telling me that it is going to be like a good balanced married life. Plus it is also going to be somewhere where you just have to let go of the past. Okay, just let go of your okay, you just need to avoid too much work. Okay, especially the one who is going to be the female, the one who works, not exactly female, it just depends who takes the most work in the house, the household work. That person has to try to avoid a lot of overburdening work. Okay, so yes, so that is there. And what is your married life? Yes, you may also, so as I said that you need to avoid that. At the same time, your future married life is also going to be, this is also a sort of guidance that is coming, that you may be anybody in the house who is taking care of the house is going to be very hardworking and may have issues related to the back. Okay, so which is why I gave the solution before I told you the problem, that don't try to overburden yourself with problems, don't try to overburden yourself with a lot of work. Okay, so that is there. The next thing I would like to say here, that the future married life, try to involve try to have a lot of creativity in your life. It is going to be that either you or your spouse or both of you are going to be doing very creative works together. Okay, so yes, that is noteworthy, because creative exercises are very good for the right brain and right brain development, so that can actually go in a very positive direction. Okay, so yes, so that is how this third option goes. And yeah, so now let's go ahead with the next option. Okay, so now if this is the option that you chose, this is a beautiful amethyst geode, and if you chose this, let's go ahead with the cards. Okay, so this is going to be about how your future married life is going to be. So yes, let's go ahead with this. So just in case you are thinking why I reversed the card, it is that I always used only upright cards and this one somehow came reversed. So, or maybe I might have shuffled the reverse deck because this is the cards where they are turning in the reversed position. Okay, so let's go ahead with the reading. So the first thing is there that how's the future married life going to be? Here there is a card for deceit. Here there is a card for deceit. It means that you may actually try to deceive your partner, or your partner may try to deceive you. And this deception can be on any grounds. Okay, it doesn't mean that just the person will start cheating with some other person. It can be that, but there can be a lot more other things as well. Okay, so there can be deceit. Yep, that is there. The next thing I would like to say here is that the future of the married life, your partner, or this can be seen now, it's about the deceit card. That is what I'm just trying to say about this card as well. This card is like you can see that there is childlike innocence and there is childlike joy and playfulness. And it can be either that you are trying to show off this kind of childlike playfulness or innocence. It's not that you are trying to show off, it is a part of you. But you just try to bring that part of you at some other time when some other character in you is expected, some other response from you is expected. So it can be you or it can be your spouse. The same thing you can it might be that your spouse might be doing it. Showing you an innocent face, showing you a playfulness sort of behavior. Whenever you are trying to get some serious answers, they just try to not exactly disagree. They don't answer to that question. They don't answer to that at all. And they just try to be super innocent. They just try to be very playful and fun, very funny, etc. Okay, so yes, and that might be deceitful. See, that might be the deceitful act that they are doing. Either you are doing or they are doing. The next thing is higher ground. And understanding this situation well, because see, just because there is a card for deceit, I would like to say you need to actually understand this situation from a higher ground. Because in life, the greatest of lessons, it's taught by your partner. They are taught by your spouse. Okay, so just not taking the deceit card in a negative manner. The angels are telling you that don't try to think that the deceit card is actually warning you or trying to show that it's a negative sign or anything like that. There is this card and it says that you just have to see this situation from a higher perspective. You have to try to understand this situation from a higher perspective. And what happens is, when we are just trying to think from a narrowed down perspective, we may actually just think like the frog of the well. But things are not always that way, right? There can be so much to a situation, so much to a behavior. So that is where it will be needed on your part that you see from a higher ground. At the same time, this same card, it does feel that you may want to spy on your spouse. You may want to spy on your partner just because they have a deceitful behavior somewhere during your married life. Also, this same thing applies even to your partner. Your partner may want to spy on you because the behavior that you try to show an innocent face at an unexpected time, that might lead that your partner wants to spy on you. They may already be spying on you. The next thing is, the cards also say that, okay, there is one more thing that I would like to point out here, and it is that you just have to trust your instincts. You just have to trust yourself and go ahead. This is about your future married life. So yes, so in the future married life, whenever this thing will happen that you might face deceit or your partner might feel that you are deceitful, the things the cards are saying here is that you just have to go ahead. Just be carefree, not careless, but be carefree and just try to move ahead, because you know that you are innocent. The same thing your partner might be playing onto you. Okay, your partner might be playing the same thing with you, that no matter if they feel that they are deceitful, even if you know that they are deceitful, they know that you are trying to spy upon them, and they are just okay with it. They are just happy-go-lucky with whatever their life is. And the next thing, future married life, right? So rather than deceit and all of that, it is there, but at a point, it will come to you that you will require to just take a stand and be very upfront on face and talk to your partner face to face. Okay, just talk to them face to face and talk to them. What is wrong, what is right, what is happening beneath them when they are trying to show a different face, when they are trying to deceive you, right? Just try to take the stand. And the cards say that facing that situation, it will be a lot more relieving. It will be a feeling a lot more positive, rather than just always trying to feel that you are deceived. Okay, so yes, facing that situation, taking control of that situation, that is where it's going to be like a relieving factor. You will be easing yourself from so much stress. Okay, the same thing is with your partner. If they feel that you are deceiving them, if they feel that you are doing some actions that need some spying on, there will come one point when they will actually just get tired of doing all that, and they will come to you and say, hey, I'm done, I just need to talk to you, and we just need to talk about something. I was actually disturbed by this behavior that you did on this day. I felt you were cheating on me, or you were just trying to deceive me, so I tried to put spy on you, blah blah blah, etc. Just try to be upfront. your partner is your better half. It's the other part of your soul, and that is where being very open and transparent, that is what will work for your marriage. Okay, so yes, that is the thing that the cards have to say here. And yeah, so let's go ahead with the next reading. So if this is the option, the beautiful rose quartz crystal, the crystal for the romantic life, the crystal for a beautiful and a balanced married life, let's go ahead and see what this crystal is bringing for you. Okay, so let's see what the cards are saying. Okay, so just in case, this is the deck that I shuffled, and I tried to I did not see what the cards were, and I just shuffled the entire deck upside down. So that is why I just reversed the cards right now to bring them in an upright position. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the reading. Okay, the first thing the cards say here is the card says here you need to work on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is, it's in the center of your chest, and the heart chakra is something that helps you to balance your emotions, your romantic emotions, as well as any emotions that you might have felt in the past, negative emotions like hurtful emotions, unforgiveness, and something like that. So here the cards say that just because of your past emotions, this can be about you or it can be about your spouse. Okay, this is about the future married life, how your future married life is going to be. Somewhere the past hurt, any relationship that you had gone through in the past, and you just had a breakup, and because that relationship was very important or that breakup was very painful, you are still carrying that pain in your heart. You are still carrying that pain in your heart chakra. And that is what the cards say, that this might actually have some effect even on your future married life. The card, first of all, they say that, in this case, a lot of things may happen. You may actually feel like giving up, or not exactly giving up, but you may actually feel that you are not worthy of having a life partner, or your partner feels that they are not worthy of having a life partner, or both of you may feel that you feel that he or she doesn't deserve you, and he feels that he or she doesn't deserve you. So that might happen, but the cards say that this marriage is worth it, and you have to learn to give yourself some time, because marriages sometimes doesn't happen with the most perfect people. Marriages doesn't happen with the most perfect couple, but sometimes the most imperfect people are both brought together so that both of them can heal together, learn together, and evolve together in a better way. So that is what your married life is going to be like, where both of you and your spouse are supposed to heal together. There is hope in your marriage, and you will have to instill that hope every moment. Whenever you feel that it's not working, whenever you feel that your partner is not good enough, or you are not good enough for them, the cards say that you will be given new hope. Plus, you will also have to cultivate that hope from within you. Okay, 50% from within, 50% from the outer universe. When they both coincide, that is where it becomes 100% hope. Okay, so yes. The next thing the cards say here is that a lot of things that might happen might be something that it's not exactly what you are looking at. It's not happening, whatever you are looking at and the way you are interpreting, it's not exactly how it is happening beneath the sheets. Okay, beneath the sheets, or you can just say beneath the real person, right? So you just have to learn to understand what is actually happening, rather than just judging from what's happening while what you're looking at it, right? Okay, the next thing is that this marriage, the future of the married life, this is going to be somewhere after once you both have balanced out each other, when you both have learned to bring up hope into your life. The cards say that this marriage is going to be somewhere like it's going to appear like a dream wedding. It's going to appear like a dream marriage. Okay, so yeah, it can be like a dream sort of life partner you have always dreamt of, you have always wanted, that you want this kind of partner. This is where, you know, that is the kind of marriage you will actually turn this into. If you actually learn to cultivate hope at the right time, you learn to forgive each other and heal each other at the right time. And you know, it will require some time, it will require some practice, because you don't know to do it, right? When you are a new person, you may actually be married and you still have looking forward to your marriage, but you may not be married. But once you get married, you may actually learn to, you will have to learn how to cultivate hope at the time of despair. You will actually have to learn how to forgive each other and accept each other with their flaws, right? So yes, that is there. The next thing the cards have to say here is that, you know, once both of you start learning to accept each other, apart from along with your differences, along with your different agendas, that is why the card says that your married life will start succeeding after that. And plus there will be other successes that will come forward after your married life feels like a success. Because what success is, you know, if one area of your life is suffering, if you and your partner are not happy with each other, the success that you gain, you will not have much value, and plus you will not be able to go up to a certain height just because you're not happy in some or the other area of your marriage. Okay, so once you start enjoying that part of your marriage, it's going to be very easy and it's going to be very obvious that other areas of your life are going to become more successful. Okay, so yes, that is going to be there. And yeah, so that is it for today's reading. I hope that you liked this reading. Let me know in the comments down below how did you like this reading, and I will be doing more pick a card readings in future. Let me know also which other readings you would like me to do. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me. Keep following the path of your soul's purpose, because you are born for a reason. Bye bye.
Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. When you click on the bell icon, select all notifications so that you get notified about all the videos that I upload.